around you, changing your whole life, or trying to isolate yourself from people or society just to protect your peace, just to protect that peace, which is very important. I know it's important, but most of the time it's not all about that. It's about that one simple thought that can instantly calm your mind, calm your heart, and slow your breathing, and always bring you back to yourself, bring you back home. When things, are somehow, when things did not go well, when things did not go your way, when the plan did not go as planned, that one simple thought that can always instantly calm your mind, calm your heart, and slow your breathing, and always bring you back to yourself. Hey, my love, welcome back to today's video. Thanks for popping in and thanks for coming back and joining your gray years. I know it has been long. I think throughout last week, I did not do live video, but I posted 2 times. One, I posted the video on Sunday, I posted the vlog. So if you've not watched the video, please go watch the video to support me. It's just a proper video, not a live video. So today is Tuesday, I'm doing this live, and thanks for joining. Don't forget to support me by liking and subscribing if you want to, but don't always forget to like the video. It helps you to push the video out to other viewers. So today we'll be talking about this one single thought that instantly change our reaction, the way we're about to react, our mood, or whatever it is. That one thought that instantly bring peace to you, bring you back to yourself, and bring you back to the now, to the right now, like the present now. Now, I know you might have heard this before, heard this one single thought that changed your mind, one single thought. You might have heard it, but promise me, this is going to be different, and this is going to be more relatable, and this is going to change something inside of you. If you can just be patient and watch this video to the end, and don't skip any part at all. And that one thought is nothing else that, like I said, you've heard before, is I don't have to control everything. Yes, of course, you've heard it before. I've heard it before. But sometimes we we continue hearing one word continuously. It's familiar. We've heard the word. But we've not really allowed that word to sink in into us to understand what this particular word is really talking about. Then sometimes it gets to a certain time or certain period of our life that we try understanding what this particular word is really talking about, what it really means. Most of the time we've heard some particular word in school, our parents say it, our friends say it, everybody around say it, but we don't really understand what is the real meaning of this word because we've not sat down and allowed these words to really sink in. So you've heard, I don't have to control everything, I don't have to control everything, but have you really allowed this word to sink in inside of you for you to really understand what it really means? And this is what I'm going to be doing in this video. I'm going to be breaking it down, making you understand it a lot, like making you understand it, but you yourself is still going to be helping me by allowing yourself to open your heart, open your mind to receive it the way I'm going to be saying it. So I don't have to control everything because sometimes in life, most of our stress comes from we want to manage everything behind us, everything beyond us, everything beyond us. We want to manage how people sees us, how we look, the outcome of life, how life is going to unfold, what is going to happen next. Like few minutes from now, few hours from now, we want to know what is going to happen. Yes, of course, we've already planned the thing that we're going to be doing. For example, I've already know that when I'm standing up from here, this is what I'm going to be doing. Of course, by so time I'm going to be picking my son from school. By so time I'm going to be doing societies. Of course, that's true. But sometimes we really want to really know what life wants to give us, how life wants to unfold, few hours, few minutes from now, what's going to happen. But that is not in our power to control. That is not in our power to control, or let me say in our power to control, or our job to do, because this is life and life doing their things. You don't even know the kind of news that you might be hearing few hours, few minutes from now. That's why I always say a word that you stressing yourself trying to know how life is going to unfold is not your job. It's just stressing yourself, and because of this peace, you're not giving yourself peace, you're not allowing yourself to accept this peace, because it's life. Anything can happen. Few hours from now, you might hear good news from someone. Few hours from now, you might hear a very terrible news from someone, or even from yourself. So it's life unfolding. It's not something you can fix. It's not in your control. It's not your job. Now you stressing yourself to know and understand what people are thinking about you, how people perceive you, how people see you. That is really not your job. That is really not in your power to control, because you can only control what is in your head, what you're thinking about, how you're seeing other people, the way you're seeing other people. But you cannot really but you cannot really control how other people are seeing you, the way other people are perceiving you, or what you're thinking about you. This is you putting yourself in this stress, fight and flight mode, trying to stress yourself, trying to control people that let see me like this, talk to me like this, treat me like this. This is how I want to be treated. This is you running from peace. This is you allowing peace to run from you, and you're not opening your mind for peace to come in. Yeah, sometimes you don't want people to see you negative. You want to protect your peace. We tend to, isolate ourselves from certain people. We tend to run from certain people. But sometimes it's not the solution to what it's called peace inside of us. Finding that fulfillment, finding that peace inside of us. What really solves this is this just one single thought to understand that this is not my job. This is not something that I'm supposed to control. This is not something that I'm supposed to be doing, because it's not in my job to control how people see me. It's not in my job to know how life is going to unfold. It's not in my job to know the next step or the next moment of life right now. But peace begins the moment you remember that your job is not to control any outcome. It's to stay centered in the moment. Period. There's nothing like more than this. The moment you accept that it's not in my job to control anything or anyone, or the outcome of life, but my job is just to stay centered in this present moment. My job is just to stay, enjoy every single moment, every single time that I have right now, is just to enjoy it. Enjoy every single time that I have with my family, my spouse, my child, whosoever that I have around me, people that I love. Enjoy my life in the fullest, because you don't really know what the next minute or next hour is going to bring to you, because this is life. Your job is that you can't control it. You losing someone or losing something that is very valuable to you is not something that you can control. It's just life doing their thing. So what I really advise, the moment peace comes, is the moment that you understand that I'm just going to live my life to the fullest. Every single moment that I have right now, I'm going to enjoy it to the fullest, because this is my job. My job is to enjoy my life, spend quality time with the people that I love, enjoy every single thing that I'm doing right now, because I don't really know what tomorrow is going to bring. That is your job, and that is the moment peace comes. The moment you understand that I don't have to control what people think about me. I don't have to control, the things that are around me right now. I'm just going to let it go and enjoy and be centered in this moment. So when you drop the need to feast people, feast yourself, feast relationships, sometimes we're just in this mood or thought of thinking that we can feast every single thing. Feasting our relationship, feasting our partner, feasting our kids, feasting our friends, feasting our job, feasting everything. We want to make everything perfect. We want to work on people. We want to work on every single thing. But sometimes this is not your job, and because of this, you're stressing yourself and you're not allowing peace to come into you, because this is something that you can never do. You can't. It gets to a certain stage or point of life that you will understand that there are some things in my life that I can't fix. There are some things in my life that I can't fix. I can only work on it, but I can't fix it, because me trying to fix it, I'm causing more resistance, and I'm trying to pursue my shadow. And what happens when you're trying to pursue your shadow? You never get it, because your shadow is close to you, but you're trying to pursue it. It's something that you can never catch. So why do you think that you can fix people? Sometimes we think we are the fixer, we have to fix our partner to be perfect. We have to fix our kids to be perfect. We have to always fix our friends around us to be perfect. Our working place to make them better. No, this is not your job, and this is not in your power, and this is not your responsibility to do. So stop trying to fix things and stop trying to force reality or rush into life. Then you realize life has its own rhythm. When you try to fix, you try to force, you try to rush into life, that's when you realize that I'm stressing myself, I'm rushing into things, and life has their own time, life has their own rhythm, and life has the way that works in our life. So there are things that you can't fix, there are things that you can't do, there are things that you can't rush into. It's called fate and destiny. When it comes to fate and destiny, you can't rush into your fate, you can't rush into your destiny. It's something that life has to bring to you. It's something that life has to unfold, even if you're trying to rush into it. Because the moment you're trying to rush into it, the moment you're trying to force it to happen, the moment you realize that I'm forcing this and I'm exhausting, why is it not happening, why is it not coming to me, why is this thing just stressing me, why is it taking too long? Do you know why? Because you're trying to rush it, you're trying to rush into that particular place that you still have steps to take before getting to that place. When there is a step, you take one at a time. But sometimes, when we just playing it ourselves, we want to take maybe 3 at a time, 4 at a time. But when it comes to destiny, when it comes to life, there are some steps that you have to take before you get to that particular stage that you want to reach. But sometimes you want to take, you want to get there, you want to rush into that place, you want to force yourself into that place. And when you start doing this, you realize that it's taking too long. Why is it not happening? Why is it not coming my way? Why are my results not happening right now? Because you've not really taken the proper step. You're trying to rush yourself, you're trying to push yourself into this place, and it's making you not enjoy every single moment that you're having right now. It's making you not feel fulfilled. It's making you not having that inner peace that you're supposed to have. And sometimes most of the heaviness that we feel inside of us is not because of the problem. Let me give you this example. This example might not be too relatable, but this is the best example that I can come with right now. For example, you're trying to write an exam. You've not done the exam yet, or maybe you've done the exam. Now, it's not about you doing the exam, writing the exam, but it's about the thoughts that you're already having in your head. Are you sure I'm going to make it? Are you sure I'm going to get it? Are you sure I'm going to pass this exam? Are you sure I can write it? Those thoughts, the evidence that you're carrying right now is not that you wrote the exam or you failed or whatever, but it's about the thoughts that you're already carrying in your head, the stress that you're already stressing in your head about the exam. Now you're going for a job interview, you don't really know the outcome, you can't tell the outcome. Yes, sometimes you might have full faith in yourself. Yes, of course, like I said, we have to have positive thought about every single thing. Yes, of course, we positive. I know we have to be positive. I have this positive thought that I'm going to make it. I'm going to get this job. They're going to hire me. Whatever it is, of course, it's cool. But sometimes, let me be sincere, when it comes to personal development, you can't tell the outcome. You might have formed 10 times for the day. You might have visualized it, do whatever you want to do it, but you can't force it. You can't tell the outcome. You might go to that place and you might end up not getting that job. That is fate. That is destiny. It might be that that job is not for you. But sometimes you don't really know the outcome. Yes, of course, you're having positive feeling. You're having positive thought that you're going to get that job. But the evidence that we're carrying about that job is something that is really weighing us down. You're already thinking, are you sure they're going to hire me? Okay, now that is negative thought. Are you sure I can do it? What am I going to say? Of course, you're going for an interview. You have to prepare. That is a fact. That is just the pure truth. But the thought that you keep having in your head, how am I going to present myself? What am I going to say? What about if there are more than 2 people in the room? Things like this, thoughts like this are thought that is already weighing you down. They're already too heavy inside of you. But the moment you realize and think about it that It's not in my power to control. I'm going to go there. Of course, I'm going to prepare and I'm going to go there. I'm going to do my best. I'm going to do everything I'm supposed to do. And I understand that the universe, God, whatever you believe on, is going to lead me to do my best. But the outcome is something that I can't control. The outcome of if they hire me or not is something that is not in my power to control. So rather than you thinking about, okay, are you sure they're going to give me the job? Am I going to do good? Am I going to do my whatever it is? That is the heaviness and that is the stress. I will always advise to let go of this thought. Now, this is an example. Reflect this to any part of life. Take this heart of the picture and just, prepare yourself and surrender and tell universe, God, you know what, you're going to take control. And whatever the outcome be, I'm still going to accept it. If they take me for the job, if I pass the exam, if the relationship is for me, if it works out or not, I'm still going to accept it and move on with life. We still move because this is life. It's not like I can force it. Even if you force it, it's not going to last. Even if you rush yourself into that place, it's not going to last. It's not going to stay forever. It's something that you do and something will happen, you're going to lose it. If that makes sense. But when you pause and say to yourself, I can allow this moment to be whatever it is. Whatever it is, I'm just going to allow this moment to flow and allow life to unfold in its own terms and rhythm. You open a door to peace and you are accepting the peace. You're not faking the peace. Yes, sometimes we tend to feel as if we have peace inside of us. We are accepting peace, but we are faking the peace. There are so certain things that we do, especially when it comes to personal development society. There are some things that we fake inside of us, that inside of us we know that no one can see, but we can see ourselves. We understand what is really going on inside of us. There are some things that we're trying to force inside of us. There are some things that we're trying to fake, especially when it comes to peace, when it comes to happiness. We're trying to force it, we're trying to fake it, but this only happen and peace of mind only happen, this peace come when you understand this one single thought that you catch yourself. It's very important. I said this thousands of my video that it's very important to always be aware. The power of awareness is the first step of healing. When you understand yourself so much that you are always able to be aware of what is going on inside of your life. You can't control someone. You have the ability, you have the power to control yourself, to understand that what am I feeling right now? Why am I feeling like this? Why am I having this thought? Yes, for 1 minute straight you can be feeling strange, having some thought, but when you have the power of awareness at that first step of healing, you catch yourself and you bring yourself back and tell yourself that no, we're not going to be doing this. Pause for some minutes and say that I accept peace. I'm allowing myself, yes, I'm allowing myself to accept peace, to receive peace inside of me. And I'm going to allow life to work in its own terms and rhythm. I'm not going to force it. I know, of course, my body, my soul, my mind is trying to make me force it, trying to make me look for solutions where they are not solutions, just to stress myself out. But I'm going to allow myself to, accept and embody this peace, this happiness, and enjoy the single moment that I have and allow life to just unfold. And I'm going to follow the flow of life, because when you understand and taught and teach your body to always know that when things did not work out, allow yourself to follow the flow of life. Yes, of course. It's very important when you can know this, that I'm going to follow the flow of life. Life is going to be so easy for you. You're not going to be sleeping at night and be thinking about your bills, the stress of life, whatever, because this is life. These are things that are going to happen. Sometimes you have an abundance to pay whatever you want to pay, buy whatever you want to buy. But sometimes the expenses will be too much that you don't have enough to spend, whatever it is. This is life. But the moment you understand this, that I'm going to follow the flow of life, I'm going to follow wherever life leads me to. I'm going to go through the lessons of life. I'm not going to try to tell life that, no, you're going to follow my way. You're trying to force life to follow your way. Is something that most of us have tried to do for long. Most of us have tried to do for a very, very long time, but it's not something that is very, very favorable. It's something that really weighs us down. It brings us down. It brings us a lot of pain, a lot of stress, a lot of disappointment, a lot of tears. at a particular moment, because we're trying to force life to go our way instead of us going to, following the flow of life. Like you swimming in the river, you should have to follow the flow or the current of the flow of the river, but you're trying to tell the river, no, I'm not going to follow your way. No, you don't know the best. I know the best. I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to do it this way. It brings a lot of pain. It brings a lot of disappointment, and it brings you back instead of you to be going from, because you following the flow of life. It's just like you trying, you're pushing, you follow, you're pushing one step at a time. You're going, you're taking the steps, doing everything that you want to do, that you know that you can do. Not trying to force it. You've taken it. You're going. But when you're trying to force life to come my way, you forcing it, come my way, no, I can't go your way, come my way, no, I can't go your way, no, come my way, I can't go your way, and it's taking you one step at a time backward instead of it to be going forward. Now, before I know this video touched you, like I said before, there are a lot of words that we've heard a lot, like this one simple thought that I don't have to control every single thing. That one word that I don't have to control every single thing. You've heard it before. You've heard it before. People have said it before, but it has not really sink. There are some words that you've heard thousands of times that have not really sink. And I said something in the beginning of this video that allow yourself to receive this word. Now I'm going to be breaking it down like I've just did in my own way. I hope you understand it, but for it to be easier, it's for you to also open your heart to receive it, to understand that yes, it's not just about saying it with your mouth. Yes, of course, I know that there's life and death in our tongue, but it's not just about saying it in your mouth, but it's about you understanding it, allowing it to sit and sink inside of you, to understand it with your whole body that I don't have to control everything. When things happen in your life, when things did not go your way, instead of you being sparring everywhere, your mind starts spinning for some certain reason. Pause, calm yourself, bring yourself back to this center and tell yourself, I just can't control everything. This is not in my power to control. Things just happen the way they want to happen. Sometimes it's something that we can't control. It's not in our power. It's not in our knowledge. Sometimes most of the things that happen, we don't even understand how they happen, why they happen, but it's just life. So I can't control it. So the best that I can do is relax and allow peace to come inside of me, so that you can bring yourself back home. You don't need all the answers right now. There are some answers that we ask for most of the time, but we don't get it, and we don't even know how to get the answer. Sometimes when you lost a loved one, there are some answers that you just want to ask, but you don't know who to ask that answer, who to give you the answers. There are some answers that you really want to know. Why is this happening to me? Why is this taking too long? Why is life not being favorable to me? Why am I suffering so much? These are questions that you want to ask, but I don't ever think that you will ever get this answer. I don't ever think that this answer will ever come to you. It's just you finding peace in this midst of this chaos. The best answer for this is you trying to navigate and find peace in this midst of this chaos. You just need presence. The next step will always reveal itself when you are calm enough. When you are calm enough, when you are in the center, when you are in this present moment, the next step, the next level of life will always reveal itself. But not in when you are in chaos, not in when you are in rush or trying to force it, but when you've calmed your mind and understand that it's life, it's just going to happen. So when your mind starts spinning, come back to this one thought. I don't have to control everything. And this will soften your heart, soften your mind, slow you down, and always bring you back to yourself. Hey, my love. Thanks for watching this video to this time, and thanks for staying with me. I love you and I really appreciate it. For some time now, I've not been really consistent with my life because there are a lot happening in my life, which is for good, not for bad. So I've not been really consistent, but I try as much as possible to post proper videos, normal video, even if I can't come live. So please support me by also watch my videos directly, even if it's not live, just to help me boost, be consistent, and also know that yes, someone is watching my video and supporting me. Thank you so much for all the support. Thank you. I can see you. I just can't pronounce the name. Art Tech 2000, right? Thank you so much for staying to this time. Thank you everyone for staying to this time. I'll be seeing you again probably. I can't say, but I might be posting a proper video. Just check it out.